morning to you, and thanks for joining us here at the 6 o'clock hour of Sunrise. I'm Alicia Lewis. As you can see, Jason has the morning off, so let's get right to meteorologist John Ziegler. Thought it was an April Fool's joke, but no,
yes.
Jason just, wanted to be home today.
That's fine. Right, he's pranking you, not me, no. 35 degrees out there right now. Good morning, it is April Fool's, if you don't know. Typically, we just let Mother Nature do the talking here. Close. This is a close one. There is some accumulating snow in South Dakota right now. 19 in Bemidji and 14 in International Falls. It's cold up there because it's calm and they have snow. Now, we don't have snow anymore, which is super valuable because now we can actually warm up. You can see the winds are going to the low. The low is down there in Sioux Falls area. And if you look at radar, it looks like a lot of snow is coming in. This is actually evaporating, but you see a little bit of this mix starting to show up here, Sioux Falls area. This we're going to have to track throughout the day. Like I said, close call with the joke from Mother Nature. We'll track the forecast in a bit. Cece?
Good morning. Live look out of Woodbury this morning at 494 here eastbound at Tamarack Road. You can see roads looking really good this morning. This is the story all across the metro. I was tracking one traffic incident this morning, but no crashes so far at this point this morning. When I see you next, we'll be going to North Metro and I'll be showing you the roads up there. Alicia.
Cece, thank you. Now to that breaking news unfolding right now in Woodbury. Police have a home surrounded near Carver Lake where a suspect is barricaded inside. Michelle Beck has been live on the scene all morning. Michelle, any new details you can tell us from the scene?
Alicia, a brand new witness inside I want to get to in just a minute, but first a look at the scene right now. Behind this wall of quite a few, many law enforcement vehicles is that home under police watch right now. Police have helped everyone escape that home, but the man who barricaded himself inside it, we know is still there. So here's how we got here. Police say they were told a man was threatening himself and others inside the home with a weapon. Woodbury police say that call for help came around 1:30 a.m., marking the second time in 2 hours that police were called here. And that first time, police were told by the residents the disturbance had been resolved, and so they left. But of course, we know the threat was there. And as you can see in this live picture from photojournalist Jack Stanek, neighbors had to evacuate for safety. You can see about a dozen people waiting inside that bus. And that is the scene where we met a girl who shares a wall with the home, now under watch.
I was in there doing my homework. I was in my room doing my homework, and all of a sudden I hear like arguing and shouting, and I hear like things being banged against the wall, and it simmered down until I heard like a drawer get like smashed and glass shattering, and that's when I was like, I need to go tell my parents.
Yeah, certainly scary moments for everyone there. And you can see right now a lot of people, a lot of officers still in their tactical uniform are walking around. But this scene has been going on for about 4 hours and more. And so we know that the officers are waiting for this person, the man, the suspect who's still barricaded inside. They want him to come out quickly, of course. Alicia, I'll send it back to you.
Definitely a scary situation for so many neighbors. Michelle, thank you. We'll check back soon. We're also following a big story in St. Croix County, Wisconsin. In less than 2 hours, jury selection will get underway for a Prior Lake man charged in the deadly Apple River stabbing. Nikolai Mew is accused of killing a teen and injuring 4 other people back in 2022. The stabbing happened while someone was recording on their cell phone. That video will be evidence used in the trial. Prosecutors and the defense will likely argue if the cell phone footage proves murder or self-defense. Mew's lawyers claim he was protecting himself after a group of people accused him of harassing girls. By noon today, the judge is expecting to have a jury, and opening statements could start right after lunch. The trial is expected to last 10 days. Also happening today, in about 4 hours, the man charged in the murder of Brooklyn Park woman Zaria McKeever will be on trial. Eric Haynes was McKeever's ex-boyfriend and father to her child. He's facing first-degree murder charges after telling investigators he gave a gun to 2 teens and drove them to McKeever's new boyfriend's apartment to beat him up. Last month, Kevin Kamara, who was 15 years old at the time of the shooting, pled guilty. His plea deal will give him a 10-year prison sentence in exchange for testimony against Haynes and the others. The Attorney General's office says McKeever's family supports the plea deal. Kamara is expected to be sentenced in May. In the last 60 minutes, we've reached out to St. Paul Police for an update on the condition of an 11-year-old boy who was shot in the head over the weekend. At last check, the boy was in the hospital in critical condition. It happened Friday night in an apartment building on Pierce Butler Route. Police say a 13-year-old girl pulled the trigger. We spoke to one woman who lives in the building who held the boy after he was shot until paramedics arrived.
I should never have to see that. I don't ever want to see that again, ever, ever. I can't. I don't want to live in a world with monsters.
The young female suspect is expected to be placed at the Ramsey County Juvenile Detention Center on suspicion of second-degree assault. Police also found 2 handguns at the apartment building and arrested a 34-year-old man for felony possession and negligent storage of a firearm. This morning, we have new details surrounding an emergency landing at MSP Airport. Officials say Saturday, a pilot on a flight from Denver noticed a crack in the outer windshield. The crew then made their descent out of an abundance of caution to check a possible maintenance issue. The flight was cleared to land safely at MSP, and Delta says no one was hurt. Despite the disturbance, the plane still landed 13 minutes ahead of schedule. This morning, the Minnesota ACLU will ask the state Supreme Court to uphold a 2023 law restoring the right to vote for thousands of former Minnesota inmates. This comes after one group sued in an attempt to overturn the law and take away that right. The ACLU says it's fought for 20 years to restore this right. In about 4 hours, they're going to begin oral arguments urging the court to preserve those rights. New numbers show home builders are off to a strong start this spring. According to the Housing First Minnesota, Metro Home Builders pulled 405 permits for single-family homes in March, a 37% increase compared to the same time last year. Spokesperson Katie Elfstrom said some of that increase is due to a slower year in 2023, with interest rates affecting the housing market. Top cities for building permits in March include Woodbury, Lakeville, and Maple Grove.
One of the reasons we're seeing an uptick as well is just the market's kind of shifted. Builders used to do less building move-in ready homes, and now they're building more move-in ready homes, and that is with interest rates. More people want to move directly into that home. They don't want to wait for the home to be built. They want to know my interest rate's this, and we're going to move in next month.
But according to Housing First Minnesota, for multifamily construction, permits were pulled for just 6 units in March, a 160% decrease compared to the same time last year.